Today, we're going to tackle a really modern problem, anxiety, but we're going to use some surprisingly ancient wisdom to do it. This is an emperor's guide to living in the present.
Does this sound familiar? You've got that huge exam just looming. Or maybe it's a final project deadline, or just this mountain of work you have to climb. That sheer weight of what's coming can feel completely overwhelming, right? And here's the crazy thing. The real root of the problem, your body is right here, right now. But your mind? Oh, it's way off in the future, running through 1,000 different stressful what-if scenarios. Anxiety is born in that gap between where you are and where you're worried you'll be. Yeah, we're talking about the tyranny of what if. You know what I mean. It's that constant nagging soundtrack in your head just looping over and over again, totally fixated on everything that could go wrong instead of what's right in front of us.
So, what's the end result of all that worrying? It's paralysis. That feeling of being completely stuck. I mean, when you're obsessed with the idea of failing a final exam, how can you possibly focus on studying for Chapter 1? The anxiety about the future is actively sabotaging your ability to do the work right now that would actually prevent that bad future from happening. Okay, so how do we break out of this cycle? Well, we're going to turn to a pretty unlikely guide, a Roman emperor who absolutely mastered this very problem while, running one of the most powerful empires in history.
So meet Marcus Aurelius. He was a Roman emperor, sure, but he was also a Stoic philosopher. And the cool thing is, he didn't just study these big ideas in some quiet library. No way. He lived them. He used philosophy as a real-world tool to navigate the unbelievable pressure of his job. And when I say pressure, I am not kidding. His reign was just packed with non-stop war, a plague that was absolutely devastating, widespread famine, and political betrayal from his closest allies. So yeah, his advice isn't some abstract theory. It's a battle-tested strategy for staying calm when everything around you is chaos. So what was his big secret? It's this really radical but super powerful idea. The only thing you ever truly have command over, your only real empire, is the present moment. And his logic here is just profound. Marcus Aurelius figured that, look, when you die, you don't lose the past. That's already gone. And you don't lose the future because you never actually had it to begin with. The only thing you can truly part with is this single, tiny, fleeting moment that you're living right now. Just think about that for a second. The past? It's just a memory. The future? It's pure imagination. It doesn't exist yet. The only thing that is actually real, the only territory you actually own, is this moment, right now. So why on earth would we let our peace of mind depend on stuff we don't even have? And this quote really drives that point home. Our time here is short, and our little corner of the earth is tiny. But listen, that's not supposed to be depressing. It's actually incredibly liberating. It means you can stop trying to control the entire timeline of your life and instead focus all that energy on the one thing you can actually affect, this very moment. All right, so we get the why. Now, let's get into the how. I mean, this philosophy sounds great, but how do you actually put it into practice when that exam is still staring you down on the calendar? Well, here's the toolkit. Marcus Aurelius gives us this really clear 3-step process. Number 1, isolate your mind. Number 2, act as if it's your last. And number 3, do the task at hand. Let's break each one of those down. Okay, step 1 is all about building a kind of mental fortress. You have to consciously separate your mind from all the outside noise. That means tuning out distractions, ignoring what other people might be thinking or saying, letting go of past mistakes, and flat out refusing to dwell on future fears. Your mind is the only thing that is truly 100% yours, so you've got to protect it. Next up, you bring a sense of profound importance to whatever you're doing right now. It doesn't matter how small it is, reading a single page for that exam, writing one paragraph of that essay, you do it with a kind of gravity and focus you would if it were the very last thing you'd ever do. This approach just vaporizes carelessness and procrastination. And finally, once your mind is isolated and your focus is razor sharp, you just do the work. You give the task right in front of you your complete, undivided attention. Don't think about the next task. Don't think about the final grade. Just be fully present, fully engaged with what is right here, right now. So what does this all really mean? It means that winning the war against anxiety isn't about some huge, epic victory way off in the future. It's about winning a series of small, present moment battles one after another. This is the big mindset shift. The goal isn't to try and perfectly control an uncontrollable future. Nope. The goal is to achieve excellence and mastery in the only moment you can control, the present. See, peace of mind isn't about having no future problems. It's the result of conquering your focus right now. And this is the ultimate payoff, the promise of his philosophy. If your happiness depends on how you handle the present moment, and the present is the one thing you fully control, then literally no person and no circumstance can stop you from living happily. You hold the keys.
So I'm going to leave you with this question. Just for a second, forget about tomorrow, forget about next week. Look around you. What is the one thing right here in front of you that deserves your entire focus right now? Your full, undivided, absolute attention. Find it and go do that.